Good morning, everyone. I'm Mrs. Gardner. I am so sorry that I haven't met all of you yet. I am at home still sick. My husband, my son, and I are all sick. So I really apologize that I haven't met some of you yet. And I know it's probably difficult doing any work for a teacher you haven't met yet. So I really apologize. And I hope to meet you all on Wednesday. I did record some videos that hopefully will explain your work for the day. So if you just watch the videos, you should be able to follow the activities, and we will reconvene on Wednesday and go from there with the class. So I really appreciate your patience. Thank you so much for being respectful to the substitute while I'm out sick, and I will see you on Wednesday. So this is our agenda for today. We are going to do an introduction to our essential question that we are going to be studying first. Then we are going to do social media questionnaire. We will introduce the media log that we will be filling out. And then finally, you'll have time to work on a media web quest for the rest of class today. So first, our essential question. So our essential question that we are studying first is how and to what extent does media influence ourselves and our classmates? So within these first couple weeks, this is what we're going to be trying to find out. This is what we're going to be trying to answer. So if we are answering this question, what do we know and what do we need to know in order to answer this question? So for example, some things that you might know, or you might know, have a general idea of what media is. So defining media might be something that you already know. However, you might not know your classmates yet. So therefore, you would need to know your classmates in order to figure out how social media affects them. You really can't figure that out until you get to know your classmates a little bit better. So now go ahead and fill in the know and need to know chart as a class. Maybe you can write it either on the whiteboard or you can type it directly onto this screen. Okay, so hopefully you have filled in this chart a little bit with your classmates. The next thing that we're going to do is a social media survey. So we're going to start gathering information about your usage of social media as well as your classmates. So please go ahead and you can use your phones to scan this QR code, and this is what will pop up, the class social media pulse. So please take a few minutes and complete this survey. And then you should be able to see the results as people finish it. If you are not able to see the results today for some reason, I'll make sure we do that once I'm back in class on Wednesday. Essential question: how and to what extent does media influence ourselves and our classmates? We also have to figure out how media influence us. So in order to do that, we're going to fill in a media log for the next 24 hours. So in your log, you are going to track the device, the activity, and the time that you are watching anything, listening to anything, talking with friends, any type of media you'll be tracking on this sheet. So for your sheet, I do not have printouts of this for you, so you do need to make your own on a blank sheet of paper. Just write media log at the top with your name, and then make 3 columns on your sheet. Label them device, activity, and time in minutes. And then for the next 24 hours, use your chart to track your media habits. This log is due on Wednesday, so you do need to start your 24 hours of tracking sometime today. When you come to class on Wednesday, please bring this log with you, and we'll be using it for our next activity. Okay, so the last part of class today. So again, going back to our essential question of how and to what extent does media influence ourselves and our classmates, we do need to know what the term media actually means. So our web quest today is going to help us figure that out a little bit and start really understanding what media means. So here is the link to our WebQuest. Please make sure that you're using the correct class. So there's one WebQuest for 1A and there's another one for 2A. So make sure that you're using the right one for the class. You can scan the QR code or you can click on the link. So you can work with a partner to complete this. If you do not have a Chromebook, you may use your phone or you may use the 4 computers in the room. So here's the WebQuest. Okay, so we have a couple different questions here for you and a partner to answer. Find a definition of media, cite your source. So you're just going to search for a definition of media on the web. Make sure that your source is reliable. So we want to avoid using Wikipedia. Find something that is more reliable than that, please. And in your definition, please also just list the website that you use to find it. Find and share a short video that can help us understand more about media. What are some differences between mass media and social media? Cite your source. Again, just listing the website here is totally fine. Use an image to represent how mass media and social media are similar. Explain your image. What is a question you still have about media, mass media, and/or social media? So with a partner, please work on this WebQuest on Padlet. You can just add to the Padlet right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then we will be going over this Padlet as a class on Wednesday. Thank you so much for your hard work during this period, and I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday and talking about this a little bit more. Thank you.